We all have our demons.
Not enough pain.
What's up, YouTube? It's Kelrien, back with another video, and today I'd like to talk to you all about demons. Now, why on earth would I want to talk about demons? Let's see. I think there's something very interesting to discuss with the concept of demons going forward in the lore, and that is kind of, do they still exist? What's going to happen there? Because what we know is that the current implementation of the lore, based on what's happening on Argus and what's happening inside of Antorus, what we know is that demons that have to go back through the Twisting Nether and be reincarnated, those that are not killed in the Twisting Nether, when they die, they go to Argus. They go specifically to Argus's world soul to be reincarnated. And as far as we can tell, at the end of Antorus, we have killed that world soul very, very dead. And then its husk, along with Sargeras and the Titans and Illidan, are all locked away in the seat of the Pantheon, millions and millions of miles, something. They're pretty far away. And it seems pretty unlikely that they're ever coming back, because how would they? So I guess the question going forward then is, when we see demons in lore, what happens? Because right now, we don't really know. The entire lore of the game has been built as this construct to allow demons to be revitalized and return, and the whole construct, story-wise, oh, I popped my cooldowns way early for this fight. But the whole construct of demons in WoW is that they're this perennial threat. They always exist as a problem because we can never stop them unless we go to the Twisting Nether. And so, like, we get this greatest hits, especially on the Broken Shore scenario at the start of Legion. You have this whole thing happening where all of these demons that we've killed in some form in the past come back. You've got the Eridar twins from Sunwell, and Lord Jaraxxus, Eridar, Lord of the Burning Legion. He's back as well, and all these demons, Brutalis, and, you know, these, like, familiar named demons from WoW past are all here, ready to say hello. And so that's pretty cool. Like, it's interesting, and it's one of those things that's nice because it builds up this lore around demons. Like, demons are sort of the suicide bombers of WoW. They are numerous. The individual value of one isn't really appreciated all that much by the main force. Like, the Burning Legion goes through these guys like you wouldn't believe. But that's the point. Like, that's the way you use them effectively for combat. You don't want to place too much value or power into a single demon. You need a big, well, legion or a big crusade of them for them to be at maximum effectiveness, because individually they're not all that strong. Sometimes they can get there, like there are strong individual demons in the lore, but overall demons aren't really individually super powerful. I mean, you know, for the most part, you have like your big demon lords, like your Archimons, your Kil'jaedins, but outside of that, their strength is in numbers. Their strength is in their ability to continue to come at you regardless of the circumstances, provided that you don't know their big weakness, which is if you just kill them in space, they go away for good. And so when I think about that, like, losing that in WoW is pretty interesting because it does take away a villain that we could probably use. Like, I would enjoy seeing demons still, like, come around a little bit here and there. It would be fun to see what they would do and how they would do it, and I'm gonna die for that. But without that, I mean, what kind of enemy do we get in the future of WoW that really serves to take that place? Like, the reason that demons are so good as villains in WoW is that they are innumerable. They just continue to come back. And there are a lot of really interesting lore implications for the idea of losing them overall. Like, what happens then to warlocks? What happens then to, well, demon hunters, I guess they're already fel-infused, so they're probably fine. But it's always kind of like wink nudge implied that the way that demon hunters have eternal spirits is somewhat similar to demons. I mean, we don't go back to Argus, thankfully. That'd be a hell of a walk back. But does that change without that eternal sort of recycling machine turned on? I'm real interested to see how that plays out, if that plays out. Yeah, I don't have too much more to say on the topic, actually. I just kind of wanted to bring it up and babble about it for a couple minutes because I do find it really interesting. And I think that WoW needs some villains like that, you know? Now, looking to the future and outside of demons as an overall topic, I imagine that void enemies and old gods and the servants that, you know, come along with them, they're probably going to start to matter a little bit more. They're probably in many ways going to become what demons have been in WoW for so long, which is that, you know, eternal, ever-present force. So I'm real curious to see how that's implemented, though, because right now the implicit threat with demons is that they come back, and that they will always come back. And unless you kill them in space, it's never a good enough of a kill. So, looking forward to, you know, Void Lords and all that, it makes you wonder, like, what then is the matter of implementation for that? How do we know that Void threats are as innumerable and inconquerable as those of demons? And I'm going to be really curious to see that because I do believe that by the end of Battle for Azeroth, if not pretty quickly into questing, the real threat is probably going to be revealed to be some mix of our own insecurities about our faction boundaries and some, you know, prying into our personal matters via the old gods. So I think that we're not going to have to wait too much longer for the answer. But that's about it for the video. Just wanted to take a quick minute to talk about demons. It was a topic that was pretty interesting to me. So, yeah. Stay tuned for more content. I am on Twitch. I am also tweeting on the Twitter. And I am writing on a WordPress blog. And all of those are linked in the description below. So if you want to check them out, please do. Also, if you like what I do here on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I just like seeing likes. There's no actual benefit to that. I also like seeing comments because they're generally nice. Everyone that watches my videos is nice, and you all deserve gold stars. And you can take that to the bank. So thanks so much for watching, and until next time, take care, and I'll see you then.
Thank you.